as far as the injuries go, Trey Smith hurt his ankle. Kelly came in and did a nice job for him. But we'll see how it is as days go forward. Roland Wallace hurt his lower back. Again, we'll just see how it goes this week. And then Noah got hit in the head. And so he'll go through evaluations there. So we'll see how that goes. I thought both offense and defense did a great job. Special teams came through when we needed them. And we had a few penalties there that we got to clean up. Likewise, on the offensive side, we had some penalties there that we've got to take care of. Getting in crucial situations. One positive on that was the guys kept going, kept punching, and we were able to kind of smooth it out a little bit and get rid of some of the mistakes, and did a great job there. I thought Spags had a nice plan defensively against one of the best offenses in the National Football League, one of the top offenses, and then Nags had a phenomenal plan. Both of them did a great job calling the plays and knocking that out there. It was tremendous. So, and then individual efforts. I mean, Kareem was dusted off and got over 100 yards, which was incredible. I'm proud of him for that. Rice, over 100 yards, 41 yards. 2-point conversion was huge there. Kelce had a big day with some big catches there. And then Pat was on fire for a 300-yard game. So Xavier, likewise, played his tail off out there. He had a little bit of a sore ankle, and he just battled through it. Did a nice job. And then defensively, the yardage. When you start looking at the yardage here and the time of possession, they didn't have the ball much, and because the defense was getting the guys off the field and onward. So I was proud of that. Tranquil had a couple nice stops there, one in overtime in particular. Anyway, all the 2 for 4 in the red zone. I mean, it goes on and on, 5 or 12 for third downs. And then Buckner ended it. He had 5 field goals today, and then a big one right there at the end. We were able to get it in there, not because of him. We were confident that he would kick it out further, but we were kind of dual rolling it, using up some time in case something were to happen. We wouldn't get that much time there, and then finish the game off with the win. So with that time, James.
It really felt like Patrick settled in the second half. What do you think changed?
Yeah, I mean, listen, he kept firing, which the great ones do. Nags dialed up some stuff, and I thought just right in his wheelhouse, and he did a great job with all that. And Joe, Blaymeyer, and I mean, all the guys contributed on it, but our coordinator was on fire today, so he did a good job.
How important is Rasheed Rice to what you want to do, especially when you're getting in space?
Yeah, he's real good. Yeah, he's a great player. They all are. I mean, they've all got potential to do great things. But listen, we're glad he's back, and he's big and he's strong, fast, all that stuff. Tough to bring down. He pushed through. He was tired there, so he pushed through, and I thought he did a nice job.
It seemed like you committed more to the run this game. Kareem Hunt went over 100 yards, as you mentioned. What does it say about your offensive effort?
Yeah, I thought the line was controlling things there pretty good, and which was important. We were getting positive yards on first down, which was good. We ran a little bit on second down, likewise. And Coach Heck puts all that together. And that's his deal. So he did a great job schematically with it. They were dialed up, and the guys executed.
What does it say about your defense to be able to shut them down 4 consecutive drives there?
Yeah, that was great. That was great. And, helped win the game for us, right? So, and like I said, the part I liked the best was the support of the guys that gave each other. I thought that was important. Nobody flinched on it. It wasn't hanging their head. None of that wasn't happening. They came out and they played. And they did it when it counted.
This was Jonathan Taylor's second worst output of the season. I guess just how important starting the game forward was just to make sure that you managed that run.
secondary player now. One of Wisconsin's finest right there, man. He's a heck of a football player. So our guys did a nice job of wrapping him up. You saw a couple of those where he bounces off, and then he's had quite a few of those this season and per game. So yards after the contact. So you've got to really focus on wrapping him up and getting him on the ground. I thought our guys did that and did it well.
Coach, your team seemed to play with a few injuries today. They played through it. Rasheed Rice, Kareem Hunt. What does it say about the character of your team? They're not doing so bad.
Yeah, that's the part I appreciate as a coach the most. Just the attitude. It's a compliment to the players. It's a compliment to the coaches. The support from our building. Nobody has been hanging their head and going, "Oh no," it's over. That's not been the mentality within our building. So that's everybody. Everybody had a piece of it. And that carried over to the field.
The Kansas City Chiefs found themselves in a precarious position heading into their Sunday matchup. The team had just suffered consecutive defeats at the hands of the Buffalo Bills and Denver Broncos. As pressure mounted on Kansas City to turn things around and rescue what remained of their campaign, the franchise simultaneously faced critical decisions regarding their roster composition moving forward. Travis Kelce, the veteran tight end who has been instrumental to the Chiefs' success over the years, turned 36 years old and made headlines for reasons both on and off the field. The star player, who publicly shared news of his engagement to global music icon Taylor Swift during the summer months, spoke with members of the media on Friday about his plans for the future. He revealed that he would be making a determination about whether to continue his professional football career when March arrives. Through 10 appearances during the current season, Kelce has accumulated 50 catches for 631 receiving yards while finding the end zone on 4 occasions. These statistics reflect his ongoing contributions to the Kansas City offense despite the recent setbacks the team has experienced. The timing of such significant announcements adds another layer of complexity to an already challenging situation for the Chiefs organization. With games still remaining on their schedule, the coaching staff and front office must balance immediate needs with long-term strategic planning. The uncertainty surrounding one of their most important offensive weapons creates additional questions about how the team should approach both the remainder of this season and their preparations for the next. Kansas City built its recent dynasty largely on the strength of its offensive firepower, with Kelce serving as a critical component alongside quarterback Patrick Mahomes. The chemistry between these two players has produced countless memorable moments and crucial victories over the years. Losing such a significant piece of that formula would require substantial adjustments to the team's offensive philosophy and game planning. The engagement announcement between Kelce and Swift captured widespread attention beyond the typical sports audience, bringing unprecedented mainstream focus to the Chiefs' tight end. Their relationship became a cultural phenomenon that transcended football, generating endless media coverage and social media discussion throughout the season. While this attention brought additional visibility to both Kelce and the Kansas City franchise, it also created distractions that some analysts suggested might impact on-field performance. If you want to stay updated on all the latest developments surrounding Travis Kelce and the Kansas City Chiefs as this story continues to unfold, make sure to subscribe to our channel for comprehensive coverage and analysis. The consecutive losses to Buffalo and Denver exposed vulnerabilities in the Chiefs' game plan that opponents will surely attempt to exploit moving forward. Defensive coordinators across the league now possess film evidence of strategies that can disrupt Kansas City's typically potent offensive attack. The coaching staff must make adjustments quickly to prevent additional defeats from piling up and potentially jeopardizing their playoff positioning. Beyond just the immediate concern of winning games, the organization faces difficult conversations about roster construction and salary cap management. Decisions made regarding veteran players like Kelce will have ripple effects throughout the entire depth chart. The front office must weigh production against financial considerations while also factoring in leadership and experience that cannot be easily quantified on a stat sheet. March represents a crucial deadline not just for Kelce but potentially for other veterans on the roster who may be contemplating retirement or considering their options in free agency. The Chiefs will need clarity on these situations before they can properly attack the offseason with a coherent plan for building the next competitive roster. Draft preparations, free agent targeting, and contract negotiations all hinge on understanding which current players will return. The production Kelce has delivered this season, while solid, represents a decline from his peak years when he consistently topped 1,000 receiving yards and scored double-digit touchdowns. Father Time remains undefeated in professional sports, and tight ends who rely partially on athletic ability face natural decline as they age. Kansas City must evaluate whether his current level of play justifies the roster spot and financial investment required to retain him. Meanwhile, the pressure intensifies with each passing week for the Chiefs to right the ship and return to their winning ways. The organization built a standard of excellence that demands championship contention every single season. Anything less than reaching the playoffs and competing for titles would be considered a disappointment given the talent on the roster and the expectations surrounding the program. For more in-depth breakdowns of how the Chiefs navigate these challenging roster decisions and what it means for their future, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our analysis. As Sunday arrived, all eyes turned toward whether Kansas City could snap their losing streak and demonstrate the resilience that has defined their recent success. The outcome would provide important information about the team's character and ability to respond to adversity. With so much uncertainty swirling around the franchise regarding both immediate results and long-term personnel questions, the Chiefs needed a statement performance to reassure fans and quieten doubters. The season hung in the balance as they prepared to take the field.